Good, my anime people. What is good, yo? So, with everything going on in this week's episode of Irregular, it's funny that the very first thing in this week's episode that captured me the most was this ridiculously creepy old dude who pretty much um, looked like he could be easily one of the secret bosses of this show. So I wouldn't be surprised if he winds up having some weird in not interest but interaction throughout the rest of some type of episode. But that being said, I honestly am thoroughly wondering about season one. I don't remember it having so much information thrown at you all the time instead of just figuring out what's going on for yourself. I don't remember it being uh, such a just in your face amount of stuff like that. But maybe I'm just mistaken and I haven't actually watched I haven't watched the first season in so long, so I honestly would not be surprised if there were times where it's just like information dump battle. Because even in this week's or last week's episode, it was a lot of information, but it ended with a decent battle, and that's what pretty much happened this week. Just not as much battle as a ridiculously messed up moment that reminded me of like Metal Gear Solid, reminded me kind of the evil within, just going to people's bodies and pretty much being capable of doing whatever you want in those games. But to see this girl come in here when they're already contained, already whatchamacallit, they're already subdued, they don't have any weapons, and you come in and kill them while they're sleeping and imprisoned. That's messed up, man. So I'm really am surprised that the blonde-haired chick is so capable of even doing this as the way she is doing it. I definitely feel like they already teased that she was going to be this way, unfortunately, because if you remember, once he dispelled her actual her helmet or like her way of being that redhead chick, there was like this really evil look on its face, almost like it's angry, it's getting dispelled afterwards. I thought that was a very, very cool way of looking at that persona, that entity, that form that she has as alive, as sentient. And it's only alive and sentient in the sense of it exists when it's allowed to exist, when these missions exist. She's kind of only used for that regard, and I thought that was a pretty messed up thing to think about, you know? Like, imagine the only time you're ever used for anybody is when you're killing. So, when you're in this form, you always are good at killing. So, it's really, really getting crazy to think that all this stuff that we've been seeing is going to come to a head very soon here. The old man at the very beginning finding out that robots are or like humanoid robots are capable of what we saw last week, which is pretty much having such a strong bond with a human that it wound up using some of this energy that came off of the uh, hairpins of this girl, and she pretty much channeled it into her and made her ridiculously strong. So a lot of weird information coming to the light, and I think the old man out of everybody scared me the most. Which, uh, I'm guessing that's why they had the black jet, was the old man, right? Like, I'm pretty sure he's a part of that whole entire situation, and that's why, once they got involved, the information was sent straight to the girl who sends out the redhead chick. So, very, very always detailed storytelling with this one, but I'm definitely keeping my eye out for that old guy. Man had black pupils. I don't know about you, but that is a sign of clearly something to be worried about. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I apologize, this video is a little bit shorter. Your boy got to get to work, so I will definitely talk to you in the next one. Peace.